1000 LB Sisters star Tammy Slaton recently underwent a transformative skin removal surgery and facial procedure, marking a significant milestone in her incredible weight loss journey. After bariatric surgery helped Tammy lose 500 pounds, she had been grappling with excess skin, which impacted her confidence and mobility. The 8-hour procedure removed approximately 15 pounds of skin from her arms, abdomen, and neck. In the unscripted show's Season 7 finale, Tammy revealed her stunning transformation. She expressed mixed feelings of shock and joy, noting the absence of her bat wings and sagging facial skin. Since having skin removal surgery, Tammy has been sharing photos of the process and the results on social media. In addition to having the skin dangling between her legs removed, the 1000 LB Sisters Season 7 star had a dramatic facelift. Gone are her jowls and all the excess skin around Tammy's neck. The reality television star looks like a whole new woman, and the comparisons to her old body are stark. Tammy's life has undergone a complete transformation, and her progress has been nothing short of incredible. Tammy's weight loss journey was far from linear. She's now fully committed to her health and fitness journey. When 1000 LB Sisters premiered in 2020, Tammy was too big for bariatric surgery. Her doctors refused to perform the procedure on her until she dropped some of the weight herself. Instead of buckling down and focusing on her health and fitness goals, she threw caution to the wind. She partied a lot and refused to diet. She put on over 100 more pounds. A few seasons into the show, Tammy weighed a shocking 725 pounds. She gave up on herself, as did her family and doctors. When a health crisis landed Tammy in the hospital, it ended up saving her life. Doctors put Tammy in a medically induced coma. When she awoke a week later, she knew her life was on the line. She checked herself into a weight loss rehabilitation facility, treated her lifelong food addiction, and had bariatric surgery. Tammy lost 500 pounds and is committed to eating better. Tammy even shares diet tips with her social media followers. Tammy's skin removal surgery journey, Tammy's excess skin, particularly around her face, neck, and body, was a constant reminder of her past struggles. It caused practical issues, such as difficulty walking due to skin between her legs, making her bow-legged and throwing off her balance. The excess skin also fueled insecurities. Tammy wanted skin removal surgery, but she had multiple setbacks. At different points, she was deemed ineligible for skin removal surgery in 2023 due to her recent bariatric surgery, and later faced delays because of her vaping habit. Tammy finally had the surgery during 1000 LB Sisters Season 7. Tammy looks like a whole new woman in her post-surgery photos, and she should be thrilled with her incredible results. Tammy recently posted a sneak peek at her incredible results on TikTok. The skin removal surgery has transformed her appearance. The post used filters to show Tammy's face styled in different decades, emphasizing her taut skin. The post not only showcased her slimmer face, but also Tammy's growing sense of confidence. Tammy's incredible before and after photos. A total transformation. Tammy isn't the only one sharing photos of her incredible results after skin removal surgery. A fan account that goes by 90 Day Fiance Update recently posted before and after comparison photos to Instagram. "I know this isn't 90 Day, but I watched this show and am invested," read the post's caption. The post features side-by-side images of Tammy's profile before and after the skin removal surgery that removed her jowls. Tammy looks like a whole new woman in her post-surgery photos, and she should be thrilled with her incredible results. The world of reality television, few stories have captured hearts quite like that of Tammy Slaton, one half of the dynamic duo behind 1000 LB Sisters. For years, Tammy's journey was a raw, often emotional portrayal of the realities of food addiction, physical limitations, and the mental toll that comes with being trapped inside a body that feels like a cage. But now, after years of struggle, setbacks, and soul-searching, Tammy has emerged as a beacon of hope, not only for those fighting obesity, but for anyone staring down a mountain that once seemed too steep to climb. Before, a life in the shadows, in the early seasons of 1000 LB Sisters, Tammy Slaton weighed over 700 pounds. Confined mostly to a wheelchair and battling a host of health complications, her days were marked by physical pain and emotional turmoil. Fans watched as Tammy confronted not only the scale, but her own self-worth, battling depression, anxiety, and the pressure of public scrutiny. Photos from those early years show Tammy in her Kentucky home, with oxygen tubes a constant presence and her face framed by the discomfort of swelling and immobility. Yet behind the struggle was a spark, sometimes buried but never completely extinguished. A spark that suggested Tammy wasn't giving up, and while her sister Amy began losing weight after surgery, starting a family and taking steps toward independence, Tammy's path remained more turbulent. Emotional eating, resistance to change, and failed attempts at rehab fueled doubts even among her most loyal supporters. But what those before photos never showed, what no camera could truly capture, was what was quietly brewing beneath the surface, a readiness to fight back. The turning point. A brush with mortality in late 2021, everything changed. Tammy was hospitalized after she stopped breathing at a weight loss rehab facility. She was put on a ventilator, slipped into a medically induced coma, and spent weeks in critical condition. It was the moment no one wanted but everyone feared, and it was the moment Tammy herself later called her wake-up call. In the ICU, with machines doing the work her body could no longer handle, Tammy faced a truth more powerful than any scale could provide. This was her last chance. She survived. And when she woke up, something was different. After, the rise of a warrior fast. Forward to 2024, and Tammy Slaton is nearly unrecognizable in the best way. Not just because of the weight loss, which has now surpassed an incredible 400 pounds, but because of the transformation in her spirit. Recent photos show Tammy standing tall. Yes, standing. Walking short distances without assistance, and wearing clothes that no longer stretch or bind. Her face, once round and burdened, now beams with confidence. She smiles more. She speaks with clarity. She laughs with ease. Gone are the oxygen tubes. Gone is the shame that seemed to follow her like a shadow. In its place, strength, self-love, and a growing collection of stunning before and after photos that show not just pounds lost, but joy found. In one recent image that went viral online, Tammy is seen standing beside a full-length mirror, dressed in fitted jeans and a floral top, her arms wide in triumph. The caption simply reads, "I'm not done, but I'm proud." More than a makeover, the emotional weight loss, Tammy's transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and deeply spiritual. In interviews, she's spoken about therapy, confronting childhood trauma and learning how to say no, not just to food, but to toxicity in all forms. "I used to eat my feelings," she said in a candid TikTok live. "Now I talk about them. I journal, I go for walks, I even meditate. I didn't think I could do any of this, but I can. I am." What makes Tammy's story so relatable is not just the dramatic numbers on the scale, it's the vulnerability she's allowed the world to see. From her tears to her triumphs, her candid honesty has helped thousands feel less alone. A sister's love, the bond that held fast. Throughout Tammy's journey, her sister Amy has been both her biggest cheerleader and her toughest critic. The two have had their share of blowouts, many caught on camera, but through it all, the love never faltered. As Tammy progressed in her recovery, Amy was often there with encouraging texts, check-in calls, and the occasional no-nonsense pep talk. In one emotional Instagram post, Amy shared a throwback of the sisters from Season 1, juxtaposed with a current photo showing both women glowing with health and happiness. "Who would have thought?" she wrote. "From 1,000 pounds combined to two fierce, fabulous queens. Love you forever, sis." Inspiring millions. Tammy's fans, who call themselves Team Tammy, have followed her from despair to determination. Her social media posts are now flooded with encouragement, fan art, and heartfelt stories from people who were inspired to begin their own wellness journeys because of her. "She gave me the courage to walk into a gym for the first time in 10 Years, one fan commented. If she can do it, what's stopping me? Others have praised her transparency, especially when she talks about setbacks, cravings, or the anxiety that still occasionally creeps in. Tammy doesn't pretend to have all the answers, but she's proof that the questions are worth asking. The road ahead, Tammy has made it clear. This is not the end of her journey. She still has goals, more weight to lose, skin removal surgery to consider, and emotional growth to nurture. But for the first time in a long time, the road ahead looks bright. I want to live, she said in a recent YouTube video. Not just exist, live, travel, fall in love, maybe have kids. I want all of it. And now, it's all within reach. Conclusion. More than a reality, star Tammy Slaton's story isn't just about weight loss, it's about resilience, accountability, and rediscovery. She is a reminder that change is possible at any age, that transformation starts in the heart, and that falling isn't failure, staying down is. Her before and after photos tell a story that no words ever fully could, but if you look closely, you'll see the thread running through every pixel: hope. From 700 pounds to a womb,